Madam Vice President, I want to ask you about your relationship with President Biden. And I mention that because a few weeks ago we were talking here, and I'm not a Washington insider. I don't realize your teams and how insulated you are. And I said I tended to think your relationship was what you write, but that your teams were problematic at times. And you do write in the book, my feelings for him were grounded in warmth and loyalty, but they had become complicated over time with hurt and disappointment. What did you mean by that?
Well, I talk about certain instances where that was how it felt. But I want to be really clear, this book is not about Joe Biden. And I love Joe Biden. And I also am very clear and have made a point of making it clear. Joe Biden was a highly capable president who accomplished great things that history will talk about, and did in so many ways a lot of very hard and deep work that was about not only a focus on the American family and the American people, but on America standing around the globe. And you know, this person and what we just saw in terms of a presentation at the United Nations, I talk about it. I talked about, remember in the debate?
Yeah.
They laughed at him the last time he was in front of the UN.
Yeah, this time
you watched it, you remember just about, I don't know, several weeks ago, that meeting with Xi and Kim Jong-un and Putin? You think they're not laughing?
Oh, they are.
As they create a new axis of partnership. What's happening? You bring people into the Oval Office. I have spent a lot of time in the Oval Office. I have spent time in the Oval Office with the president, receiving our allies and our friends from around the world. And consistently, we have seen Donald Trump bring people into the Oval Office, be they a United States governor or the head of a state of a friendly nation, and embarrass them and ridicule and demean them. That is not what a president does. This individual who occupies our White House right now,
The people's house,
has decided that he will be an emperor in his mind who will demonstrate his power by demeaning and belittling and making people feel small. But this is...
And dividing.
But here's the thing. The American people are stronger than that. We are smarter than that. You can see in polling how his popularity is nosediving.
Yeah.
And I do believe that moving forward, we're going to remember that the power ultimately is with the people. And we have to remind folks that they cannot let their light and their spirit be diminished by who happens to be in the Oval Office at this moment. And that's part of what I hope to achieve with the book, is to remind us, people by the tens of thousands, for those of you who were there, came to those events with such enthusiasm and optimism and, dare I say, joy about the possibilities for our country. And that light is inside people. It's there, and it cannot be diminished or extinguished by an election or an individual. And we have to remember that. That light is inside us. And it's inside each of us, and we have to see it in each other and let that guide us through this very dark time.
So before we go, I don't know if we're leaving. I think that's it, right?
You know, they don't.
How long can we keep her?
I mean,
I'll hang out.
I really...
I'll take her for 4 years.
would have been great. We all really love you, and we love Joe Biden also,
Yes,
like you do.
course.
But I want to know, for the book, did he read the book? And do you speak to him now?
I do speak to him.
Yes, and how's that relationship now?
It's a good relationship.
Yeah.
And it's a relationship that is based on mutual respect, having been in the trenches together, and admiration. And it's sincere, sincerely.
Okay, good.
So
I'd like to
now-
know that you're friendly.
Yeah.